we start in the social media top section with a Instagram account of a company, a guy called Black Bears on Bath Salt.
It's the weirdest thing on the internet.
And this guy like repurposes roadkill and takes pictures of it, and then drives that traffic to his Etsy page, in which he sells the roadkill.
Now, if you're interested in the blackface squirrel,
it's only $45 right now.
He's holding it. It looks like that, and this is a muskrat. It looks like it's song.
It's a vintage taxidermy muskrat.
Vintage.
$65. All right, this guy is using social media in a way that most of us will never use social media. But he's driving traffic to his website on a very active Instagram account. This is a Facebook post of a blog post called How to Choose and Prepare Reclaimed Wood in DIY Projects. So this is an example of blogging fueling a how-to category in a blog, fueling a social media campaign. It gets shared, people comment on it, and when you click to read it, you jump over to how to choose and prepare. So apartment therapy is now getting traffic. Blogging, helping social media. Social media can include links to your blog posts. They can include videos. You can share webinars, like the orthodontist, sharing success stories of patients or of customers. You can share any awards that you win. You can share your new products, your company news, giveaways, content. These are all just examples of the things that you can share on social media. And don't be afraid to share things like this. I think giveaways are awesome on social media. People love that kind of stuff.
Definitely.
Company news is not always the most exciting thing in the world. But success stories are great. The cool thing about success stories or including other people in your social media posts is that they will share it because they're in it. We made a video for Page with Power, and the guy who made our video kept telling us, the more people that I can include in the video, the more viral it's going to get because more people are inevitably going to share the post. So success stories are really cool because, like John said, you interview someone or you include someone else in your content, and boom, you hit another level of outreach. And this is what leads into this. You don't always need your own content to build social media presence. You can share other people's content. We like to say there's an 80-20 rule. You share 80% of other people's content and 20% of your own content. The example here is West Elm. West Elm is a very reputable home goods, furniture. They sell fancy stuff. They share apartment therapy posts. They don't have to share apartment therapy posts. They are big enough to get away with not having to share anyone else's content. But here they are. They're sharing content of a competitor, essentially, a competitor blog. Kickpoint, they are a digital marketing agency. Here they are sharing content from other digital marketing companies. You sharing people's content, this gets people engaged. The next level of engagement is commenting back on.
Let me tell you something real quick about it. Okay, so back to my example of my friend in California. She was carrying a heavy burden writing content on her blog. She was writing maybe twice a week. And that's the only thing she would share on her social media. So I gave her this idea of sharing other content. It's really hard for her to break out of that shell. Sometimes there's an egotism surrounding our company, our brand, or what we're doing. We don't want to include other people. We don't want to say, hey, this is also good, and this is also good, because we feel like that might take some of the attention away from ourselves. But keep in mind that people do not care about you. All they care about is the quality of content. They just want to know what is interesting. It's like when you go through your Facebook feed. You really only look for stuff that interests you. You don't care who shares it necessarily. So she really struggles. She still struggles with that concept. Yes, she's in the fashion industry where she's just laden with great content.
She shares her own content.
That's all she was willing to share, and it really is detrimental to her. Right. Another thing is, her and I had a long discussion about Instagram. Now, if you want to try and get traffic through Instagram, it's a good idea. But Instagram is mainly a brand building tool. You can't put links in Instagram posts. They have to go to your profile and go. Facebook is phenomenal for that because you can share links. That's just something to think about. Go ahead, Zach.
This is just commenting on other people's posts, being involved in when you're on social media. If anyone comments, our social media manager at Page with Power, whenever someone comments or likes anything WTC, she sends them a message. And she's very deliberate about communicating with the people who are working in or who are interested or have.
Well, yeah, anyone who likes our page,
Yeah.
she sends us a thanks for liking us. Or, yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
Leave comments. Blog commenting is a great way to drive traffic. If you're in a local market, you can find local blogs. I mean, even KTVB is a local blog that you can comment on. The cool thing about blogging is that if you leave a good, insightful comment, people want to know who is that? Who is that person? And they'll click on that link because more often than not, your name is going to be the link. And someone will click on that link or a link that you leave, and it drives a ton of traffic. This is an example. This is one of our employees, Nick Chimonis. He, on one of the biggest search engine blogs, Search Engine Watch, somebody asked a question, and he responded with a link to Pay for Power's ebook. We got like 400 or 500 downloads from this link right here.
Just from that blog comment.
And you can just think of blog commenting very simply of reaching out in your community or in your industry and just leaving good, insightful comments. You'll be surprised at the kind of traffic it can drive.
Well, if you've been a blogger or tried blogging, a worthwhile comment is so rewarding.
Right.
It's a really good way, and this kind of calls to another principle we always teach when we speak about link building SEO is that if you want to get traffic from the web, if you want to get things from the web, you want to sell, you want to engage, you need to give to the web. You need to give love. You need to give links. You need to share people's content. You need to comment on blog posts. You need to be a part of this exchange. You cannot be Thor the hunter walking around with a spear the rest forever on the tundra. You can't do that.
You can.
I want to, but I can't.
No, I love that. That's so true. Social media marketing is great. It's a free way to market. It's just about getting out there and really paying attention to your customers and commenting and being insightful and always trying to produce always the best content as possible. You can